everybody. Today is Friday, March the 11th, 2022. It's 1:37 in the afternoon and it is a very nice 64 degrees outside. So today I'm headed back to Big South Fork recreation area. It's so pretty. It's magical. So I'm headed there to do another trail. I'm actually going to do the same one that I did with my friend Christina. I think it's been maybe 2 weeks or so. We did the Burnt Mill Trail Loop, and it was just so pretty. And it's about 4.2 miles. Elevation gain is not bad. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's probably like 442 feet or something like that. So it's not a very difficult hike as far as incline. It's beautiful. There's the river the whole way, and there's a beautiful waterfall. I think I might start from the other way this time because the trailhead was pretty difficult to find if you're going clockwise. So I may go counterclockwise. It's much easier. So, it's March. It's time to hike again, and I'm excited. Today is the first day that I have not had neck pain. So I just want to thank Dr. Weisenthal and his staff. They've been great. I was able to get an epidural spinal injection in my C5, C6 area, and it did not, it didn't take right away. It still hurt quite a bit. As a matter of fact, after the injection, I had this terrible headache, and they had to call me in some medicine and stuff. And so, but it's finally kind of calming down. I know that I can't do really, difficult hikes or really intense stuff now because it will aggravate that area. But you have to keep moving. Even if you're injured, you have to keep moving. I noticed the other night I did a workout, and yeah, it did hurt. It was sore. It was tight. But the next day I didn't really have much pain. I did have some pain, but it wasn't like it normally is, and it kind of went away throughout the evening. So I don't know if it's just, the epidural spinal injection, in addition to the exercise and, just trying to get out there, hike, stay active, and keep your core, try to keep your core in shape if possible. That's really difficult when you get to be, mid to late 40s, but I'm telling you, hiking is definitely the way to go if you would like to have any sort of physical reformation or whatever recovery. I've really toned up over the last couple of years. I've lost quite a bit of weight, and I've gained muscle, so my metabolism has completely changed, and I swear by hiking. It's so good for you, and I'm sure you all know, physically, mentally, spiritually, just all of it, just getting out there away from everything and focusing on, the here and now and what's right in front of you. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday. I have some big news that I'm taking a travel assignment in Fairfax, Virginia, starting on the 21st of March, and I'll be going there with Ray, and it's going to be exciting. Very exciting time in my life. I've already joined the Girls Who Hike Virginia face group page, and it should be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. Just another adventure. So happy, and I hope you all are too. So have a great Friday, and I will see you on the trail. Peace. Well, made it to the trailhead. I'm at Burnt Mill Trail Loop right now. I'm at the I think I'm going to go ahead and do the counterclockwise way today. So that will take you, so what you have to do is cross the street over to the other side, and it's just right by the river. It starts on the beach in the sand, and it's beautiful. Walks through some kind of smaller waterfalls, and then through an area where there's no water for a little while, but then a lot of it is downhill. I believe that last time it was a little more uphill the other way. So I'm just going to try it this way and see how it goes. It's an easy trail. It's easily marked. But I just wanted to, you know, on my way out here, I was thinking about, you know, my life and the way that it's going, and it's exciting. And I have someone in my life who, you know, loves me and supports me and encourages me. And, you know, there's nothing like that. I strongly encourage you all, you know, in toxic relationships, anyone that disrespects you, anyone that makes you feel bad about yourself, or, you know, just doesn't treat you the way that you should be treated. Life is just too short to be in anything like that. You have to love yourself enough to know that that's not right. And until you do, you're going to continue to make the same, you know, just over and over the same mistakes, and it's stupid, and stop it. But also I was just thinking about Park West, and, you know, the people that I met there. My last day was last Thursday, so it would have been, you know, a week yesterday that I've been away, and I learned so much there, and I met so many amazing people. I'm gonna miss almost everybody. I mean, I'm gonna miss everybody, and I just want to thank you so much for making my time there as pleasant as possible. Thank you to Nicole Lane, who's an awesome charge nurse, probably one of the best I've ever had, just very helpful, and very non-biased, you know, fair, and smart and funny and very nice. And so I want to thank you, Nicole. Also to Lindsay Lane, Whitney Johnson, Sandy, who else? Holly. I mean, I can't, Shannon. I can't tell you enough, like Akia, especially Akia, who is a very good teacher, and was very hard on me in the beginning, but I think it was only because, you know, you wanted me to succeed, and I am, and I really appreciate you so much. You're all wonderful people. Cleo also, and I just, Karen, and Pyle, and I can't, Beth, just everybody there is wonderful, and I'm probably forgetting a bunch of people, and Charlene, Brad, and Chris, who retired, and I'm so jealous, but anyway, you guys were such a blessing in my lives, and thank you for all that you've done, and I will miss you, and I will definitely think about you in this next adventure in my life. In Fairfax, Virginia. I'll be working at Inova Healthcare. It's their level 1 trauma center, and I will be in pre-op, 3 12-hour shifts a week. I found out I have a childhood friend there in Fairfax. Her name is Erin Roslyn Mailer. I went to elementary school, junior high with her, high school with her, and I'm just really excited to be able to see her again in Fairfax and to just have her show me around. So I'm getting ready to do this this hike here, and it's a beautiful day, and I'm just so grateful and thankful to be here. Love one another, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the trail. Peace. today. It's how beautiful out here, man. Jeez. Nobody's here, it's just me, so I can really recharge. Awesome. Really well marked trail. I would say though that there are a few trees down, so you have to be kind of careful on how you get across those. So the weather's gorgeous. I've already taken clothes off. I'm in my shorts and t-shirt now, so it doesn't take long to work up a sweat out here. Especially when it's this nice out. It's March, you guys. It's March. You know what that means. Hiking season. And I've been hiking, you know, during the winter and stuff. It's beautiful. Every season has its own, you know, beauty, but spring is probably the most beautiful. Just the flowers, the, you know, the wildflowers that grow, all the rhododendrons. It's like a freaking fairy tale sometimes. Last year I did Hidden Passage Trail, and the beginning of that thing was like just all pink rhododendrons, just beautiful pinks all over the place. It was like I'm in this magical forest. So spring is the best time, and then of course summer and fall. But yeah, it's always best to hike when you don't have to wear as many clothes. I'm not a big fan of clothes when I'm out here sweating, and it's heavier, but I guess it can be, you know, a good workout. And in the winter, you know, it's nice to breathe in that like cold air when you're working real hard, going up hills and mountains and stuff. So yeah, so every trail or every season has its own beauty. But I'm just gonna enjoy what's right here in front of me today, and that's a happy life, beautiful, wonderful children, my health, my safety, the people that love me, and God. Well, God comes first, but you know what I mean. I'm just very grateful. It's been a journey. It continues to be a journey, but I've learned so much, you know, during self-care, taking care of myself, learning about myself, trying to heal from past wounds, which I don't ever know if you're, I hope you're healing. Is that a word? But, you know, it's a process. It's a process to go through that. And, you know, some things that you thought that you had forgotten about sometimes do come to the surface when you're in therapy and, you know, working on yourself. And so then you have to deal with all those like feelings that you didn't even know that you had, because you're so in survival mode, like constantly your entire life, that some of these things just get like pushed under the surface because it's just really not as important as raising little kids by yourself, you know. So so yeah, but you know, it's good to know that I have an amazing support system now. I thought I did before, and I do. I mean, I do, and good friends, and some family, but it's kind of nice, honestly, having a man that treats you the way you're supposed to be treated. Like, it should just be normal, you know, to treat someone that you love with kindness and encouragement and support and love, you know. But some people are sick and they can't do that. For whatever reason. It's just a pretty awful thing. Been learning a lot about narcissism lately, and it's quite eye-opening. I recommend that every woman, man, you know, whoever has been in a toxic abusive, emotionally abusive, physically abusive relationship, I suggest that you start educating yourself on what a narcissist is, what kind of manipulation they use, what kind of tactics they use to basically work their way into these women's lives that are sweet and nice, and they know that they can take advantage of them. And I've learned too that it's like they just don't happen upon it. Like, it's planned out. You know what I mean? And that's the sick part. And the sick part is that they love bomb you, you know, say all the right things to get you, let's just be honest, in the bedroom. They get you hooked in there. And then when they know that you're hooked, they begin to devalue you and start disrespecting you. And you're like, wait a minute, where's that person? I know they're in there. And, you know, when the mask comes off, that's a very traumatic experience in itself. So I think that you should all educate yourselves and understand that when you are confused and you don't understand, like, is it my fault? Is it really my fault? You know, did I cause that? Did I make him do that? Whatever. You pause and you you think that you are not the crazy one. They are, because they're gaslighting you. And that's crazy. And I believe narcissistic personality disorder is a diagnosable mental illness. But it's hard to see sometimes, you know, especially when they're all like outgoing and charming and somewhat good looking, not very much, but anyways, they think they are. So, and just act real confident. But the truth is, the reason that they make you feel that way, or they try to, is because they hate themselves. So they hate themselves, so they want everyone to feel that way. And if someone else can feel that way, like they feel more powerful over you, like they're better than you. So that's basically their issue. It's all about lack of self-confidence, not self-confidence. So all of you PhD women out there who are letting these GED men tear you down and make you feel like you're less than them, run immediately. I don't care what it takes. It will ruin you. It will absolutely ruin you. And you have to get out. Just educate yourself, and whatever it takes, get out of there as quickly as possible, because it will take everything from you. Your money, your confidence, your self-esteem. Yeah. So, where's the trail? Oh, there it is. So you're going to find yourself just completely taken aback. Like, what the hell just happened here? You know? And when you do research about it, and when you do realize your worth, when you get that finally, it's all going to be very clear to you what has been going on your entire life, why you've been making the decisions that you've been making. And I'm here to tell you that it's not easy when you wake up, because then you're angry. And I found myself very angry with myself that I stayed in certain situations for as long as I did, knowing now what I'm worth. And it's troubling, you know, it is troubling, but get your anger out and do it. Don't get that all pent up and end up with some kind of addiction or something. Get the anger out, go kickbox, go hike, sing, dance, go out with your girlfriends, hang out with loved ones. Whatever you gotta do, babe. Just don't contact his ass. Ever. And, when you go through some time by yourself, it's painful. I'm letting you know. It's pretty painful. But don't go from relationship to relationship. That's not the answer. Don't just want somebody so bad that, I feel like I'm lost. Oh, there. Don't just want to be with somebody so bad that you just accept anything they dish out. It's gonna cause a lot of problems. So this is a great hike. I never knew that I'd be doing this years ago. I had no clue, the awesome things that were ahead. Sometimes when I didn't have a clue what was coming, I would get really super scared and try to control it. Have you ever done that? But I'm telling you, isn't this gorgeous, by the way? But I'm telling you, like I said, as soon as I woke up and knew my worth, I didn't care about being alone. It was kind of fun. I'd never done it before. Well, I had, but I fought it. I fought it all the time because I was so lonely. A friend of mine once said, when you're lonely, that's when you make bad decisions. And she's so right. You need to get to the point where you're not lonely anymore, you guys. Okay? You can do this. And you won't be by yourself. There's plenty of support out there for people that get out of those kind of things, I'm here to tell you. But you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone and do what you know is right and stop torturing yourself, please. There's nothing that you're going to do that's going to make them happy or, love you more or love you because they've already sucked the life out of you. And there's nothing more that they can get. So if they haven't left you yet, please go. Can't say that enough. So this trail, Burnt Mill Trail Loop, I'm going at it counterclockwise this time. I just felt like it was a little bit easier than it was the other way. I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna know until you try it. So it's just a loop. It's pretty easy. Man, do I feel stronger than I did even a few days ago. Feels good to be out here, actually. That epidural spinal injection helped a lot. As you can see, I got that lump taken off my chest. I know my kids are especially worried about it, but it was nothing. Just benign, whatever, I don't know. Fatty cyst or whatever. Ugh. Anyway, so got that taken care of. But yeah, I'm not having any neck pain, no back pain, no hip pain, no elbow pain. And I really believe that that's because I'm pretty significantly low in vitamin D and ferritin. And I probably don't eat enough protein, so probably the B vitamins as well, because last time they did my ferritin level, it was like, I think it was 5. And they usually do the infusions around like 3. And then you go see the hematologist, and then they decide if they're going to do that or what kind of stuff they're going to do. But So far I've only had that once. I was close to having another infusion, probably this past winter. But I started going to see a chiropractor named Dr. Michael Petty, and he's helped me a lot. I got some vitamins from him. I could never figure out why I don't absorb ferrous sulfate. Like, I don't get it. So I was taking it twice a day, and it was making me have horrible stomach issues. But I got a more I guess bioavailable form of the vitamin, and it helps you to absorb it better. It's called Iron C, but there's something about it that's a little bit different, I think, from other just ferrous sulfate plus C. So I've been taking that for about, I would say about 3 weeks consistently, twice a day, and I've noticed a huge difference in my energy level and my pain intensity in my hips and stuff. It's still bad. I mean, I still get hip pain, but not on the sides anymore, only in the low back, which I really don't understand. But I'm just going to continue taking these vitamins. Another one that he put me on was a B complex, but again, it's the kind that's more like bioavailable to you. So that you can absorb it better. So I take that twice a day as well. I noticed last night that, we went to that Korn concert, and which was super fun, by the way. I've never been to a hard rock concert like that before, and it was freaking awesome. All the music was cool, I just love all music. There's a great energy there, and it was a good time. So, but I was noticing as we're going up that huge amount of steps at Thompson Bowling Arena that I felt a lot stronger going up those stairs. I wasn't as winded as I normally am. Oh, how pretty is this? Oh, wow. I didn't end up going down to the waterfall, to that one anyway. It's kind of hard to get to. I really wanted to. It was pretty. I could see it, but it's real muddy. And so far I haven't seen anyone here on the trail, so I just want to be safe and not kill myself. It's a pretty far way down there, and nobody would hear me, so that kind of made my decision. But it's getting real rocky again. I can hear the river again, and getting towards the big waterfall. So I highly recommend doing the Burnt Mill Trail Loop at Big South Fork. Do it counterclockwise. You'll be happier. It's a little bit different. There's a little spot in there. It's probably like, I don't know, 0.12 miles or maybe more than that, where it's a pretty steep incline, pretty quickly, not quite gradually. So just be prepared for that. But it's both ways. There's ups and downhills both ways. But this seems to be neater way to go. And here we have the Sheltowee Trace, and also I believe that's the John Muir Trail. So this is the first trail in the Sheltowee Trace. This is the most southern terminus, and it goes all the way up to Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's my dream to do that one, actually, but it's like 322 miles or something like that. It takes about 2 weeks to do it. I think that's the correct. Yeah. So yeah, it's a long trail. It's one where you have to be prepared, to through hike and just get your body ready. So, and that's kind of what we were talking about before. So yeah, so I didn't feel as winded coming up those stairs at Thompson Bowling Arena. And I was like, whoa, I feel great. And the only thing that I changed is taking vitamins. So I don't think that physically, you know, as human beings, unless we eat rocks and shells or whatever, intake enough in our diet to fill the dietary requirements to, you know, make us really healthy. It's a huge part of healing. Just what you put in your body. So, and you know, I look at that with chemicals as well. Although I'm guilty, I do go for the cheap stuff and still use like 409 or whatever, but I know that's not good for you. It just costs money. So anyway, so there's another thing too. Like I said, my vitamin D level was really low. And that can make you, if you're critically low, and women are more at risk for that for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but if you're critically low in vitamin D, it's just going to make you feel like crap all the way around. And, you know, that can be mistaken for other illnesses that aren't really going on. So you have to get that checked. I was really low, and I do believe that it was making my joints hurt. I'm too young to be having, you know, hip pain and elbow pain and neck pain, although, you know, I've been a nurse for 26 years and a lot of physical stuff on me, but still, you know, that's too young. Our parts don't usually wear out, you know, when we're 47. So Dr. Petty put me on this vitamin D and their drops. So they're 5,000 units per 5 drops. I haven't gotten my level, like I haven't given him my level yet, but when I do, he's going to prescribe whatever dose, you know, of units per day that I need of vitamin D. But I've kind of been doing it on my own because it's just, can you really have too much vitamin D? I mean, unless you're, anyway. So I've been doing it on my own. I've been giving myself 20,000 units a day. That's not too much. And if you're as low as I am, that's probably the low side of the dose that you would be prescribed anyway. So that's what I've been doing every day, 20,000 units. And my elbow pain is gone. Yeah, it used to be like where you just touch my elbow, I would be just, it would hurt so bad. And now it's like almost gone. My hip pain is gone. My knee pain is gone. Now I could not be saying this after this hike, but you know, it could be a little sore after that, but for the most part, I noticed a big difference last night at the concert. Like I said, I felt stronger. I wasn't having any neck pain. It comes and goes, but it's not like it was. I really truly believe that the body just heals itself. What we put in our bodies, to a degree, is going to determine what kind of, you know, illnesses that you have. To a degree, I'm not saying like, you're automatically going to have heart disease because your mom does or whatever, but you know, there's a good chance, and you increase your risks by eating foods that are inflammatory. So just keep that in mind. You know, there's let's just put it out there. There's too many obese people. It doesn't need to happen. It shouldn't happen. And I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest with you, in our stupid Food and Drug Administration. So, healthy food should be made available to everyone, not just people that have money, you know, because things are going up. Food prices are going up. And it's just a shame. it's a shame what's happening right now. And I feel like there will never be a middle class again. It's like you're either poor or you're rich. I heard that from somebody this morning, actually. But yeah, so it's scary right now. And, you know, we all have our thoughts on it, our opinions, conspiracy theories, whatever. But I just feel like never mind. I just feel like those stimulus checks probably, we probably are paying for them now in our taxes. And, you know, it's pretty, anyway, it's just how it happens. You know, we all pay for everybody else, but it gets to a point where it's just like, you can't afford to have your own place in Knoxville because the rent has gone up to freaking $1,800 a month because they can, you know, stuff like that. And people that are working hard and that are single can't afford to live. Like, what the, you know? I don't know why you guys are doing this, if it's greed or what, but it's really hurting people. It's hurting our homeless community, and it's also making our like working middle class destitute at times. So I don't know what the answer is, but that ain't it. So that's just my 2 cents. This has been a great hike. Whoa. It's a little cloudier than I would have liked, but it's nice and warm. So back to the diet thing. I would really check into, I get off on tangents sometimes, sorry about that. Back to the diet thing. You know, it's just so important what we put in our bodies. Again, I'd like to live a long life, not in pain, not obese, and not depressed. So I've chosen to take care of myself, and I really recommend that you do the same. It'll make a huge difference in your healing, you know. I say that from experience. Gorgeous. Oh, man. Spring is here, y'all. I know it's supposed to snow tomorrow, but I think it's here for sure. Just gonna have a couple more stupid days like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I finished the burnt mill trail loop again. It took me about maybe 3 hours. I got here around like 2:39, and it's about 5:30. So yeah, it took me about 3 hours. But there are some parts that you definitely want to stop and look, and that was my issue. So like probably 3/4 of the way through, I was like, oh, we only have a little bit of daylight left. I better hurry it up. But yeah, it was a great trail. I cannot wait until daylight savings, you guys. I know it's a pain in the butt to lose an hour of sleep, but the reward is awesome. You get to hike until like 9 at night. So it's been great. Back at the car, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. And just take care of yourself and each other. And I'll see you next time. Peace.